Hi, welcome to your week one of Python. So remember that we are going to be having these weekly classes for the next 52 weeks. Okay, my name is Wanha Paulson, and on behalf of the Global Genius, I welcome you to this program. This program is completely free of charge. Every weekend, every week, there is a class for you. Every week, there is a class for you. So subscribe to the channel, comment your name and where you're taking the class from. All right. Tell your friends about this, your classmates, tell them about this, your friends, your family members, tell them about it. Tell them that they can start to learn Python every weekend. There will be a class for them for free of charge on YouTube. All right. So what we are going to cover today is that we are going to talk about what is programming, because everything that we are going to be doing right now has to do with computer programming. So what exactly is programming? Why Python? Why did we choose to teach you Python? Why did we choose to use Python for you to use Python as a starting point? Then we also talk about how to install Python, okay? Because if you don't install Python on your computer or on your tab or on your mobile phone, you cannot use Python. So you need to install it. So we also talk about the Python lexical grammar. Now, Python is a programming language, so you need to know how to speak the language well, just like we have English language. All right. There is a way, if you don't speak it well, if you don't put your grammar together, your teacher will fail you. So in Python, if you don't still understand the lexical grammar, your Python will not work well. Okay. So we also take a look at basic Python commands. So we actually have a book for you, all right? If you want this book, type in I want this book, all right? If you want this book, if you want me to give you the PDF version of this book, type in the comment section that I want this book and I want you to like this video, all right? Make sure you like this video. Okay. So you'll be taking this, the first chapter is chapter one, getting started. This chapter will teach you what Python is. You're going to read more about it, read on how to install Python and how to run your first Python program. Okay, so this is the book that is available. If you want it, just type in I want the book in the comment section. This book is perfect for beginners between 7 to 16 years old. This book is very perfect for beginners. Okay. So, but if you're more than 16 years old, I want you to type in the comment section. Tell us your name and your age. All right. So that we can know how to guide you. All right. We'll have another book for you if you're above 16 years old. So, what is computer programming? What exactly is programming? Programming is very simple. It is telling a computer or a robot exactly what to do using special instructions. When they say you want to program a computer, it is just that you're telling the computer exactly what to do. So you give computer instructions. So if you hear anybody say that they are computer programmers, just understand that what they do is that these are people who understands how to give computer special instructions. You give computer special instructions and they do that thing for you. So that is what programming is. As simple as telling a computer what to do for you. You give them instruction. The computer is like your maid, all right? The computer is like your servant. So you need to know how to tell them what to do. And it is by programming the computer. So this is like giving step-by-step directions, all right, so that the computer can follow them and do things for you. The computer is an idiot. It doesn't know anything. The computer only does what you want the computer to do. So you give the computer step by step direction. Do this, do it like this, do it that way. All right. Now, imagine you have a little robot friend called Robo. All right. Now, this Robo that is your friend can do anything. This your robot friend can do anything, but only if you tell the robot the steps one by one. Robo can do anything that you want it to do for you. That is the computer. It can do anything you want it to do for you. But you have to tell the computer step by step how to do it. The computer cannot come and do anything on their own. You, as a computer programmer, has to tell the computer what to do step by step. And the act of doing that is what we call computer programming. You telling the computer exactly what to do. Okay? If you say jump, Robo jumps. If you tell the computer to jump, the computer will jump. If you tell the computer to bring toy, the robot brings toy. Okay. So when you look at all these robots that we have around, all right, those robots have been programmed to do certain things. All right. The chat GPT most of us use right now has been programmed to do certain things for us. So they have been programmed, but robot doesn't guess. Your computer does not guess. Your robots they do not guess. They do exactly what you tell them to do, and they need clear steps. You have to tell them exactly what you want them to do. Okay? Now, basically, this first class is going to be more of theory. I'm just going to be telling you more of stories so you get to understand what we are going to be doing. Okay, you need to understand what computer programming is. So we'll be doing more of theory. From the second week, we'll now start coding. We'll now start writing more codes. Okay, so this is what programming is: writing clear steps so that robot can do cool things. A computer programmer writes clear steps. So if you want to program a game, you will be the one to program it and tell the computer how to play that game. It is not magic, actually. It's not magic. All right. It's not magic at all. So you tell the computer exactly what you want them to do and they will do it for you exactly. So let's have a friendly analogy of what we are talking about, what programming is all about. Programming is like writing a recipe for a cake. You know, when you have a recipe for how to cook something, how to do something, there are step by step. So if you write a recipe for me, I'm going to follow that recipe step by step. So a recipe tells you exactly how much flour you need to add, when to stir the flour, and when to bake. That is exactly what programming is. You tell the computer how much you want them to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Okay? Programming is like giving directions. The computer does not know anything. It is you, that the programmer, that makes the computer very intelligent. They say artificial intelligence. It is human beings that make computers intelligent. So it is the people who make computers intelligent, we call them computer programmers because they are programming the computer. They are giving the computer clear directions to follow. So look, this is how it looks like. Step one, stand up. It is a command, it's an instruction. That's the first step. It's a direction you've given the computer. Clap your hands. All right? Turn left. If you miss a step, robot gets confused. So any of these steps, now this could be the recipe. This could be the directions that Robo has to follow. So if you miss any of them, Robo gets confused because Robo cannot figure anything on their own. They will only follow your instructions. Okay? So key ideas to remember. Remember that I've been talking about instructions. You as a programmer, you give computers instructions. So instructions are just small steps you tell the computer to do. All right? So clear small steps you tell the computer to do, they will do it. The order that you give, the order of these directions, the order of these steps really matter. All right? Step one, step two, step three, step four, step five. You cannot do step five before step three. So the orders really matter. So when you're writing your instructions, when you're writing your code, when you're telling the computer what to do, the order of the steps, the direction that you're giving them have to follow. So steps must be in the right order. All right? So be exact, be precise. You must be clear. All right? Don't say go over there. If you tell the computer to go over there, they will not understand it. Point and say, take 3 steps forward. It is a more precise direction to follow. Okay, the computer you need to follow, you need to give the computer exact instructions. All right, you will not tell the computer, go over there. The computer will be confused. They don't understand. Go over where? Where am I going to? Is it my left or my right? Do you understand? So you have to tell the computer. Okay, don't worry. When we get to game programming, you're going to understand how we tell all those images, those games that we play. You're going to understand how we tell those images to move left, right, and center, backward, forward. You're going to understand how we do that. But first of all, understand that computer programming, you have to give exact, clear instruction to the computer. Okay, computers, they don't guess. They only do exactly what you tell them. So as a computer programmer, you have to be very precise telling the computer what you want them to do, okay? Please, if you're following, I want you to type in the comment section, type that I am following. If you're following, type in the comment section that I am following, okay? All right, we use code. All right, code is the special language that tells the computer these steps. So if you want to tell the computer on how to go about something, if you want to give computer directions, we use code. That is why we call it coding. All right, you code the computer. So you're giving computer instructions in code. Now, you know that it is in code because human beings, a normal human being that is not a programmer will not understand your code. When you're giving instructions to computers, human beings, your father or your mother that do not understand computer language, they will not understand what you have given. So it's like a code. You're giving the computer a code. All right. So now, for you to write code or for you to program the computer, you need to write it in using a programming language. Computers have languages that they speak. So if you want to talk to a computer, if you want to give, okay, let me put it this way. Let's assume now that you have a maid, all right, that do not understand English language. All right, let's say that your maid only understands Hausa or Yoruba. They don't understand English language. So, can you give them instructions? You don't speak Yoruba or Hausa, you don't speak any of this. Can you give them instructions? No, you cannot, because you cannot tell them what to do because you don't speak their language. Maybe your dad or your mom could be the one to come and tell them exactly what to do. So, if you want to give your maid instruction, you need to speak their language. Okay. So a programming language is how we talk to computers and robots. A programming language is the language we speak to the computer for the computer to understand. You cannot speak English or French to the computer. They will not understand it. You cannot do that. So a programming language is the language we use to communicate to the computer. So it is a special way of writing instructions so they can do things for us. One of the programming languages is Python. We have C++, we have C Sharp, we have C, we have JavaScript, we have PHP, we have Ruby, we have Java, we have JavaScript. We just have a lot of programming languages. So for now, we are only going to be in this program, we are learning Python programming language. It is enough for us to learn. So Python is one of the easiest and friendliest languages to learn. If you start to learn Java or C Sharp or C++, it is very, very hard. All right. So Python is a very easy language to learn, like talking to a kind robot that understands simple words. So Python is a very simple, easy language to learn. That is why we choose to teach you Python. Okay. So imagine you have a magic toy that only listens when you speak a special language. So the computer is a magic toy that only listens when you speak a computer language, when you speak a special language. You can tell it to jump, dance, or sing, but only if you use the right words, only if you use the right language. You cannot tell your maid who only understands Hausa, you cannot talk to them in English, they will not understand you. So if you want to speak to them, you use Hausa. All right. So if you want to talk to the computer, you need to talk in the language that computer understands. These words are a programming language. The words you use to talk to the computer, we call them a programming language. So Python is like a friendly version of that language. Python is the friendliest version of all the programming languages. It uses short, easy words so that the toys understand fast. So with Python, Python looks like you're writing a normal English language. Okay, Python looks very easy to write. You're going to see all these things, okay? So it is like saying jump instead of saying a long, confusing sentence. All right? So Python is very, very easy. All right? Python is very, very easy to understand. So what a programming language does, a programming language lets us write instructions for a computer. Without a programming language, you cannot give the computer instructions. All right? The programming language tells the computer exactly what to do and in what order. So when you're writing when you're coding in Python, you will be telling the computer exactly what to do and in what order. Programming language helps us make games, stories, drawings, and robots move. Okay, so you'll be learning how to make games. Yes, you also be learning how to draw using the computer, and the Python is what we'll be using to do all these things. The first few weeks, we'll learn about the foundation of Python. Then we'll go into game development, we'll go into AI and machine learning, okay? All right, so why Python? Why did we choose Python? Why did we choose to teach you Python instead of C# or C++? Python is is a friendly way to talk to a computer. It is very easy to learn, especially for kids, okay? Python is very friendly, it's very easy to learn. It uses easy words, all right? If you have written programs in C# or C++ or Java, it's difficult to write, but with Python, it's very, very easy. It is very simple to read, it's not hard to read, and you can make fun things with Python. You can make fun things with Python. You can write games, you can draw, you can create AI applications, you can create robots, you can do a lot with Python, okay? So imagine you have a magic computer friend, okay? Now, this computer, some languages are very hard. So, like speaking in long robot words. So, SJ dash hyphen 33 turn activate mode 7. We will not understand what we just said here. Okay. So, but Python is different. Python is very easy. Python is like talking to your friend using simple, clear English words. All right. Now, Python is like, okay, imagine that you have somebody who speaks so much grammar. They speak so much grammar, so much vocabulary that you might not understand. And you have a teacher who speaks so much grammar. You don't understand the grammar they are speaking, all right? But if you have another teacher who speaks in very simple words that you can understand, instead of picking big, big vocabularies, they will choose the simplest word to tell you exactly what they want you to do. That is what Python is, okay? It understands quickly and does what you tell it to do. Python is very simple and very friendly. So that's why kids learn it fast. Python is very easy to learn. So let's get um, into doing something real quick now. Installing Python. So I want you to tell me what device you're currently using. Are you using a laptop? If you're using a laptop, type in the comment section that you're using a laptop. If you're using a desktop, type in the comment section you're using a desktop. If you're using a tablet or a phone, just type the device that you're using. Because right now I'm going to show you how to install Python in Windows operating system. If you're also using Mac operating system, please type it in the comment section and I will also guide you on how to go about it. Okay? So, but now I will just be showing you how to install Python on a laptop on a Windows operating system. So, what does installing Python mean? When we say we want to install Python, what do we mean? Installing Python means we are bringing a new friend into our computer, a friend that helps us talk to the computer using code. Now, without Python, I cannot talk to my computer. But if I install Python, yes, Python will give me all the tools that I need to talk to the computer. So it is installing Python is like downloading a new cartoon on your phone, installing a game on your phone, or adding a new app on your phone. So we need to install Python. If not, we cannot build the games with Python. So we need to install Python for us to use Python. But this time, the app that we are going to be using is the app that helps us teach the computer how to do things. When we install Python, Python is the app that helps us teach the computer how to do things. So as soon as we install this Python, we are going to start to write some code, okay? Now, Python is a friendly robot language helper. Python is a language helper. We speak English or we speak our native language, but the computer does not understand this native language. So we have to bring a mediator. Python will be a mediator between us and the computer. So we will speak in a language that the Python can understand, and then the Python will talk to the computer for us. Okay? So Python is a special tool that lets us make the computer talk, count, play, and think. All right. To use it, we need to bring it home first, like downloading a new toy. So we need to download the Python. We need to install Python in our computer. So when we install Python, it jumps inside the computer and says, "Oh, I'm ready. Tell me what to do." So right now, let's assume that I don't have Python on my computer. I cannot do anything that has to do with Python on my computer. So what it means is that I have to install Python. So let me take you step by step on how to install Python on Windows operating system. Like I said, if you're using Mac OS, please drop in the comment section. Tell me that you're using Mac. If you're using a phone or a tablet, drop in the comment section. Tell me that you're using those things so that I'll also show you how to do it. So the first thing we do is that you open your browser. So let me open my browser. So let me open my browser. That's the first step. I have opened my browser. So open your browser too. The second step is to go to python.org. That's the second step. So I will go to my browser and I will go and type python.org. All right. Once I hit enter, all right, it will bring all these things for me. All right. So this is where we are. This is the website of Python. So the next step is click on downloads. When you're on the website, the next step is for you to click on downloads. So I will click on downloads. All right. So as soon as I take my mouse over download, but click on it. Okay. Once you click on it, scroll down. Okay. So it will show download Python 3 point, whatever the version is. So let's go back. And then I wouldn't want us to confuse, I wouldn't want to confuse you here. But basically, see what you do. Once we are here, look at this button, download Python 3.4 or 14.1 version. Download it. If you're using Windows, all right, if you're using Windows, you will see this. If you're using Mac OS, just go to python.org / downloads. Okay, you would also see a button for you'll see a button that will tell you to download on Mac OS. So if I'm using Mac OS now, I can just click on Mac OS here. It will take me to the Mac OS page, but I have to go back. Okay, so right now click on this download button. I already have it downloaded. So when you click on it, it will download. Once it has downloaded, go to your download folder. Go to your download folder. All right. So go to your download folder. If I click on this, I'll go to my download folder. Let's assume I'm going to my download folder. So in my download folder, you will definitely see the Python installer. You will see the install. It will be like python.exe. But right now, for me, I will have to search for my own. But your own, you don't need to search for it. It will just be there. So for me, I have to search it python.exe. Now I have two versions here. I have the one I downloaded around February this 2025, and I have the one I downloaded in June 2025. So now select one of them. Your own, you only have one. Your own is 3.14. Okay, depending on when you're watching this video. All right, for me, I downloaded the first one when it was 3.13. Now your own is 3.14. So just double click on it. Once you're on the download folder and you have located the Python exe, just double click on it. Double click on it. Now you can see my screen. You can see what it brought. I say click on install now. But before you do that, select this add python.exe to path, please. Don't forget it. Before you click on any install now, click on add Python to path. You will not understand what it does. Later on, you would understand. But for now, just click on add python.exe to path. Please make sure you click on it. If you don't do that, it will be difficult for you to navigate through this whole thing. So I will click on install now after I have selected the Python. So now it is installing. It will take some time. So let me take you back to this. So once you have downloaded, okay, when the file finishes downloading, just click on the file. Just like I have shown you, click on the file and open it. Okay, now check the box that says add Python to path. I just showed you that. Before you can start installing, make sure that you check that box that says add Python to path. Okay, now this helps the computer to find Python. Click on install now. I have done that already, and then wait a few seconds. So let's wait a few seconds. It is installing. All right. It is installing. So wait a few seconds. Look at it. It is so it's installing. All right. So while you're waiting for it to install, when it says setup is successful, then you know that Python has been successfully installed. So you click on close. Okay. Now, once you have done that, or you open your IDLE. So let's wait for this to install. It's installing. Okay, so you can see setup was successful. So I'll just click on close. Okay, I'll just click on close. All right. So now my Python is successfully installed. So what I will do is that click on your start button, click on your start button, and search for IDLE. All right. Look at it. Once you search for IDLE, it will open. You will see this application. Click on it. All right. So this shows that Python has been successfully installed. Once you see that IDLE, look at it. It shows that Python has been successfully installed. Okay. So if I go back to, okay. So now, once you have open your IDLE, like I just showed you, click on the start button and then type in IDLE. So now this has shown once the IDLE is available, that means your Python has been installed successfully. So, like I said, click on the start button, search for IDLE, open the IDLE. That is it. Your Python is ready. Okay. So now you can see I already have IDLE. So now with this, I can go on and now with this, my Python is ready. I can do certain things here right now with Python. Okay, but we are coming back to that. So if you have gotten to this level, if your Python has been successfully installed, please type in the comment section and say Python installed successfully. Okay, type it in the comment section and say Python installed successfully. Like this video. Make sure you like this video if you're enjoying this class. Okay, now let's take a look at some of the tools that come with Python. Okay, now Python ideally is a simple window where you can type your code. All right. It is like an idea. It is where you type your code. We have other ones like Visual Studio Code and the rest. But if you want to use Visual Studio Code and you don't know how to use it, just type in the comment section so that I can show you how to do it. But right now we'll be using IDLE. Okay. So we also have something we call the Python shell. All right. This is where Python talks back. All right. It is like the interpreter. Okay. We also have the tools for learning, counting, drawing, and making games. Okay. So if I click on start now, and then if I click on start button and click on and search for Python shell. Okay. Okay. So if I click on now this is so if I want to go to the Python shell, I can use my window. I can go to my Windows. Okay, I can do like this. I can say CMD. All right, prompt. Once I open my prompt, once you open your prompt, you can just type in Python, hit enter. So this is like your Python interpreter right now. But there will be no need. We will not be using it because the IDLE will do the same thing for us. So with the IDLE, let me bring it up again. This is the interpreter, so we can just do some fun things there. So, but don't worry, we'll keep on teaching you as we go on, okay? All right, so the next thing we'll talk about is Python lexical grammar. So if you want to, Python is a programming language, so it's a language. So you need to understand the grammar, how to write it. You need to understand how to write the grammar. You need to understand the grammar of Python. Okay, so now lexical grammar means the rules Python uses to read your code. You cannot just come and type in anything. All right, you cannot just come and type in anything and Python will take it. No, Python has rules that you have to follow. Python will read your code letter by letter, word by word. If I go on to my IDLE now, If I come here, if I come here and just type blah, 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 and hit enter, you can see Python says there is an error. It gave me an error. But if I come and say, um, if I come and say name equal to pausing, all right, and then I say print name, you can see if I hit enter, Python prints my name, pausing. There was no error. Why? Because I followed the grammar. I followed all the rules that Python wants me to follow. If I had tried to say something like name is equal to pausing like this, there'll be an error. Look at it. There is an error. Python expects me to close this. Just look at the first one I have here. The double quotes have the opening and closing one, but this one does not have it. So it means that my grammar is wrong. So you need to follow the grammar of Python. So let me put you through this grammar, okay? Now, think of Python as a teacher reading your writing. Okay. Now, the thing is this. We will not have enough time to be explaining deeply everything here, explaining in depth. All right. But we have a course on our platform. All right. We have a course where we structured everything daily, day by day. It is structured very well, and we have deep explanation for every concept that every topic that we are teaching. Okay. So now let me even show you why. Let me show you something. Let me show you our platform. Okay. Now this is our platform. If I go to my dashboard now and I click on browse for courses, okay, and then okay, so if I click on okay, so now this is my all right. So if go down and click on Game Web Development and AI with Python, you will see that this whole thing is structured very well. Okay, it is. Look at the way it is structured. We structure them in days, like day one, day two, day three, and they are in weeks too. Okay, so from here down, we have from week 1 to week 52. All right. And then every week we are teaching you something. And all these things I'm teaching you all in one video. We broke them down. Look at it. What is programming, setting up Python, numbers and math in Python, how computers understand instructions, Python lexical grammar. We broke them into daily classes. So if I click on what is programming now, it will open it here, and then it's loading. My network is somehow poor. Okay, it's loading the class. So now the class is here. So all you have to do is play this video, watch it. Okay, after watching the video, you will come down here and take your quick test. Okay, you come down here and take your quick test. So every chapter also comes with a project. So if I click on week 1, all right, you go down here, you will see it's loading. All right. So now you can see that this is the first chapter. This is the first chapter, week 1, and it has a project. Here we are building a project, and we'll show you how we built this project. If I go to project, you will see that we broke it down. And this project, as we are building it, we are teaching you what we are doing. We are showing you every single thing that we are doing line by line. Okay. We show you line by line everything that we are doing. So you can see this is the first session, introduction to the Gaze number, generating random number. So we broke it down, and you watch the video, we teach you what we are doing line by line on this project. Okay. And it also has, every chapter also has assignments. So this is very, very practical. Okay. All right. So let me go back to our class. So think of Python as a teacher reading your writing. So it must follow rules so you can understand everything correctly. You need to understand every single thing correctly. Okay? Now, if you don't write it well, if your grammar is wrong, Python will not work. We break it into parts. So now let us take this lexical grammar. We are going to break it into different parts. And as I'm breaking it into different parts, I'm also showing you, I will show you in code, okay? Now, the first part is that characters. Python, when you write a long code, so let me show you. As I wrote this code like this code that you see me right here, Python is going to first of all break them down into letters. The first letter is N, the next one is A, and Python is going to break all this into letters. All right, Python will break it into letters. So these letters can be numbers, symbols. Python read them in characters. It can be letters from A to Z, numbers 0 to 9, symbols. It can be the plus symbol, minus symbol, multiplication symbol. All these things are symbols. So everything you write, Python will take it and break it down into characters. Okay. Now, Python looks at every tiny letter or symbol one by one. Okay. Now, when after reading them one by one, Python will now put them together into Python words. We call this Python words tokens. You will hear me talk about tokens a lot. So Python will, after breaking the characters, so Python will now put them together into words. So Python groups characters into tokens, which are the words Python understand. Now let me show you. Um, there are 5 kinds of tokens. There are 5 types of tokens. The first type, oh, sorry about this. The first type is what we call keywords. The first type is what we call keywords. These are special reserved words in Python. We have special reserved words like if, else, why, for, true, false. So if I go to Python now, so far in my code, I do not have any of the keywords. But let me write a code that has a keyword. I can say if 4 is equal to, if 4 is greater than 8, okay, print hello. Now, this is a Python code. Now, you can see that the if here is a keyword, a reserved keyword. Look at it. It has a different color. It has a different color. So this is the keyword. So all these things that I have written here, Python is going to break them down into, first of all, characters, letter by letter, number by number, symbol. So you can see we have I as a character, F as a character. We have a space between them. Space is also considered as a character. We have 4 as a number. We have this greater than symbol as a symbol. We have 8. We have colon. All right. So Python, after breaking it down, it will now put them together into what we call key tokens. So this is a token. And then this is also a token. This is called a literal token. All right, it breaks them down. So if I hit on enter now, okay, now because 4 is not greater than 8, that is why the print hello didn't work. But don't worry, you're going to learn that as we go on. So I'm just trying to show you the keyword. If is a keyword. So the keywords that we have in Python is if, else, while, for, true, false. Okay. These are important words. You cannot rename them. When you're working with these keywords, you cannot rename them. You cannot, as we go on, you understand better. You cannot tamper with these keywords in Python. Okay. Now, another part of we're still talking about tokens. Tokens are divided into 5 different parts. Okay. There are 5 kinds of tokens. The first kind is keywords. The second one is identifiers. Now, identifiers are now the keywords you create yourself. So if I go now to my code, you will see that I have an identifier here. I am the one that made this name. All right, this is an identifier. This print is also an identifier. Okay, so this is a variable identifier. All right, so identifiers are names that you create yourself. Don't worry. In the next week, we are going to talk about variables and we'll talk more about identifiers there. We have age, we have my name, we have speed of car. Now, these are identifiers. And if you go, you can see now that in the first code that I wrote, in the first code that I wrote, okay, you can see now that this is a line of code in Python, very valid. Okay, so Python will break it down and then divide them into tokens. Okay, this is a token, this is another token, this is another token. Okay, Python will break them down into characters, put them together into tokens. So rules for naming identifiers, we'll talk more about that in next week, but they must start with a letter or underscore, cannot start with a number, cannot contain spaces, cannot be a keyword. But don't worry, we'll talk about that. But I'm just trying to tell you different types of tokens. All right. Identifiers are like names of things in your code, just like I gave a name. I gave the name. I wanted to store my name, and I used name identifier to do that. If you're following, please type in the comment section that I am following. If you're not, please tell us what is this, why are you not following? What is confusing? All right, so that we can explain more to you. Okay. Now we also have another type of token called literals. Literals are actual values like 10, 3.14, hello, true. Okay. Now let me show you an example of literals in the code that I have written already. You can see now that this is a literal. This is a string literal. All right. It's a string literal. Here, this is a string literal. This is a string literal. And this one is also sorry. No, no, no. This is not, this is an integer literal. I'm sorry about that. This is an integer literal. This is a string literal. This one is a string literal. Okay. All right. So these are real things stored in variables. You're going to learn more about that. Okay. We also have operators. All right. So let me show you an example of operator I have used already in my code. An operator here we are using here is the greater than symbol. It's for greater than 8,000. This is an operator. All right. So we have different types of operators, the multiplication, the addition operator. We have this other, all those operators you have in mathematics, they are all available in Python. Okay. Don't worry, we are going to learn them one by one. In one of the weeks, we'll be talking about operators. Okay. So this tell Python what actions to do. With operators, you use operators to tell Python what operations you want Python to perform for you. We also have something we call the delimiters. Okay, we have something we call the delimiters. All right. These are examples of delimiters. Let me show you an example of a delimiter I already used in my code. Don't worry if you're not understanding all these things. As we go on, you would understand. You're just a beginner. So this is a delimiter. You see this opening brace and this one, the closing one. These are called delimiters. Okay, you will see more. You will see more as we go on. So these are like punctuation marks in writing. Let me show you another delimiter that I have in the code I've already written. This is a delimiter here. This colon is a delimiter. It tells Python something. This symbol, this delimiter here tells Python about something, okay? You will learn more about that. So we also have white spaces. They include space, tab, new line, okay? You're going to see all these things. So Python uses what we call indentation to understand block structure. Let me show you the indentation I've already used there. So there is an indentation here. This is what we mean by indentation. Look at it. This print hello did not start from the beginning. I gave some space. Do you understand? Don't bother if you don't understand all these things. You can even watch this video again to have a better understanding. Watch it again, okay? But don't worry, as we go on, we'll be explaining more of these things. So this is indentation. There is a reason for using indentation. We'll learn more about that. So you see, this is an example. If true, you can see that there is a space between the print and here. So this is called indentation. You will learn more about that. White space is like the space you leave in your notes to help others read better. So we use white spaces to make our code readable. If I have removed all these white spaces here, there will be no problem with. If I have removed, there is this, look at these white spaces here. They are in between these our tokens. All right. So we are using them to make it readable. If I have used them, if I have said do something like this, name equal to, everything will still work. But the thing is that it's not readable now. Look at it, it's not readable. There is no error. And if I go on and print the name, it will still print, but it's not readable. So we use spaces. We use spaces like this. Okay, we use spaces to make it more readable. You will learn more as we go. We also have something we call comments. So if you don't want the Python interpreter to, we use comments to give notes. So I can go, let me show you. I've not used comment already, but I can show you how to use comment. If I want to use comments, okay. Oh, sorry about this. So if I want to use comments, um, let me close this and open a new one. IDLE. Let me open a new one. So if I can say, this is how to use comment. I can say Python program. Now, the Python interpreter is not going to read it. All right. There is no error. It's not going to read it. So we use comments to make notes. You will see more of that as we go on. Okay. So we use comments to make notes. We can use the hash symbol, or we can use triple quotes. Okay. Now, comments are secret notes just for humans to read. Don't worry. As we go on, I will be explaining more. Okay. And like I said, we have better explanations in our paid courses. But don't bother, you will be getting this kind of classes every week for free of charge for the next 52 weeks for free of charge. All right. But if you want to have a better explanation and more time to understand these things, personal coaching, personal mentorship, assignments, projects that will make you better, you can actually go for the paid courses, okay? But if you don't have money for that, no problem. Just enjoy these free classes here, okay? So we also have the line structure. In Python, a line ends with the enter or the return keyword. So let me show you something now. If I am typing something and I say age is equal to 89, as soon as I hit enter, all right, Python. Oh, you see, there is a space. There is a space before the age. So that's an error. So if I say age is equal to 89, as soon as I hit enter, Python would assume that that is the end of my line. All right. So line structure. Once you hit enter, look at the cursor is now on a new line. So this identifies that that is the end of the line. But if you want to have if you don't want to have if you want to have long statements in the same line, Python allows you to continue a long line with the forward slash. So now let's assume that I go back. And remember, if I hit enter, if I do anything, um, if I say color is equal to, um, if I say color is equal to red, okay. If I hit enter now, all right, Python would assume that's the end of the line. But if I don't want to end the line, I can do and put forward slash. And if I hit enter now, you can see there are three dots here indicating that, oh, you can continue. So it did not end the line. So if you want to have a long line of statement and you want to put them in different lines, you can use the forward slash to do that. I'm actually being in a hurry because I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, so think of this as telling Python, hold on, I am not done yet. So you can see this long line, all right, 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus, then there is a forward slash. That means Python is going to read all these things together as a single line, okay? I've talked about indentation. Python uses indentation to show code blocks. You're going to understand more of this when we go into if statements, loops, and things like that. You understand better. So Python uses indentation. I've discussed this already. Indentation is like stepping forward to show you are inside something. When I start talking about if statements, conditions, loops, I would emphasize more on this indentation. Okay. So your assignment is this. Your assignment is to create a Python program that prints your name, your age, your favorite game, your favorite food, and a fun fact about you. Now, let me help you with this assignment. I'm going to help you with some of this assignment. Okay. So let's go. My IDLE is on. So I'll just have, so I'm going to first, if you want to print something in Python, you will use the print. Look at the way I'm doing it. Print, open the curly braces. The first thing it says we should do is this. It said we should print our name. So my name is Paulson. So look at what I did. I did print, open and close the braces. Then I will go back inside the braces again. I will open double quotes. Then I will now put in my name. My name is Paulson. So if I hit enter, it will print Paulson for me. Now, the next assignment, it says print your age. I will click, I will do print again, open and close. Now, instead of me to put my age in double quotes, I'm going to I will not put double quotes. Now, why am I not putting double quotes? You will learn to understand in the next class. We'll talk about data types and variables. So the 90 is an integer data type. I don't need to put it in double quotes. So this is an integer, while this is a string. All right. Don't worry, you will learn more about this in the next week. So if I hit enter now, it will print 90 as my age. I can also go and print my favorite game. Now, my favorite game is going to be a test. So I can just say print my favorite game. What's even my favorite game? My favorite game. I don't even have. I will just say soccer. Okay, but this soccer, since it's a test, I'll put it in double quotes. All right. So replace soccer with your favorite game. I will hit enter. All right. The next one says we should print our favorite food. Okay, so I will do print again. Just follow what I'm doing. Open and close the braces. Then inside of it, since my food is going to be a test, I'll put it inside double quote. What's my favorite food? What's my favorite food? Ooh, I don't even know. Okay, but let me just say my favorite food is okra soup. Ooh, I like okra so much. Okra soup. Okay, if I hit enter, it prints okra for me. So you can do the same thing. A fun fact about you. Now, let's go to the next assignment. You can also print a goodbye message. I want you to do the print a fun thing about you, put it in double quotes because it's a test. Also print a goodbye message, put it in double quotes because it is a test. And if you cannot do it, please drop it in the comment section so that we can help you. Okay. Now, the next assignment is ask a user of their name and print it. Now, I'm going to show you, if you want to ask a user for something, I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. So I want to ask the user for their name. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do something different. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a new file. If I click on in my IDLE, I hope you're seeing my IDLE. Click on File, click on New. It will open a new file. So I can go now and say, I can say username is equal to, I will use the input. All right. See, the input is we'll talk about, it is one of the commands. Print is a command. Input is a command. So we use the input to get something from the user. So inside the input, I put double quotes and I will say, what is your name? Okay. Then it says we should ask for their name and then we should print it. So after that, I will now say print. Look at what I'm doing. Follow me. Inside the print, I will now do user underscore name. I want you to do this thing, copy your code and paste it in the comment section. All these assignments, I want you to paste your assignment in the comment section. Paste the assignment in the comment section, okay? Now, this way now, we are asking the user for their name, and we are also printing their name. So, once you do this, click on Control S, all right? it will now ask you, where do you want to save this? Where do you want to save it? Click on desktop, go to your desktop, create a new folder, click on new folder, call it um, call it free, call it free Python class. Okay, hit enter, then select it, double click it. So we are inside of the free Python class now. So give the name as week underscore one. Give it name of week underscore one, then save it. Now you can see we have saved it as free Python class week underscore one. So once you have saved it, you can click on run. Click run, click on run module. All right. And then you see it is here. Okay, see what I'm going to do. I will close this. Okay, so come back again, click on run module. Look at it. It's asking the user for their name. So I can just say my name is Paul Sin. And once I hit enter, it will print my name for me, Paul Sin. Okay, so I want you to do this. Do this. This is your assignment. Just do exactly what I have done so far. Make sure you just follow, write it, anything that you see me write. If you have any error, make sure, go back to your code and make sure that you have written exactly what I have written. And if you have any error, any difficulty, please come to the comment section. Tell us what exactly is the error you're having so that we can help you out, okay? So, thank you very much. I will see you in the next class. So, make sure you do exactly what I have done. Share this with your friends, okay? If I don't get up to 500 views, 500 likes, 500 comments, I am not going to make the next class. If you want to get this free class again, you're not paying for this class. So the thing you can just do for me is to share this, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share this class to your friends so that they would also see and learn for free. So if I don't get up to 500 likes, 500 comments, 500 views, I'm not going to make the next class. So, but if I get that, I'll see you in the next class. Peace.